So, our today's topic of discussion is Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. So, before starting this, we should know gravitation. What is gravitation? Okay, gravitation. It is a name given to the force of attraction between any two bodies of the universe. What is gravitation? It is a name given to the force of attraction between any two bodies of the universe. So, gravitation is clear. Now, we will talk about Newton's law of gravitation. What it states? It states that every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distances between them. I shall write. It states that every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is proportional to the product of their masses and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, now let us consider two masses m1 and m2 and two bodies A and B. Distance between them is r. F is the force of attraction between them. Note that both the masses are point masses. So, according to Newton's law of gravitation, F is proportional to product of masses m1, m2 and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. So, F is proportional to 1 by r square. Equation 1, equation 2. Combining both the equation, we get F proportional to m1, m2 upon r square. It is a symbol of proportionality. Now, removing this, we can write F is equals to G m1 m2 upon r square. This G is called the gravitation constant. Universal gravitational constant. Okay. Now, definition of G. Or how can we define G? What is G? So, this is our final result, equation 3. From equation 3, F is equals to G m1 m2 r square. This implies G is equals to F r square m1 m2. If m1 is equals to m2 is equals to unity and r is equals to 1, so F is equals to G 1 upon 1 square is equals to G. It implies F is equals to G. It means gravitational constant is equals to force of attraction between two bodies, each of mass 1, whose centers are placed unit distance apart. Okay. Now, important points. First, G is a scalar quantity. Okay, Next, its value is same throughout the universe. Value is same. It doesn't change. Third, it is independent of nature. Nature independent. Next is, it doesn't depend on size of bodies. Fifth, it is independent of nature between the bodies. Nature of medium between bodies. So we repeat, it is a scalar quantity. Its value is same throughout. It is independent of nature of bodies. It is independent of size of bodies. Next, it is independent of nature of medium between the bodies, whether it is vacuum or air or anything else. Now, value of G. First, in SI system, its value is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. In CGS unit, it is 6.67 in CGS, it is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 8 Dyn centimeter square per gram square. Okay, now dimension formula. As we have written earlier, G is equals to F R square M1 and M2. Here, dimension formula of F is equals to MLT minus 2 R square L square M1 M2 M cross M. So here we get M minus 1 L cube T minus 2. It is dimension formula of G. Now, some other points. Newton's law of gravitation holds good for object lying at a very large distance and also at a very short distance. Means it is valid for long distances and short distances. But when distance between the object is less than 10 raised to minus 9 meter, then it is not applicable. It failed. Okay. So that's all about today's video. In another video, we will discuss about the vector form of Newton's law of gravitation and also the Kepler laws. So if you like our video, so please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.